How's it going, everybody? Back working on the quarter panel on the Dart. Seems to be the never-ending project. So let me show you what we got. The drop down I sealed with POR 15 patch. I actually seen this on Just Mopar Joe's channel. He used it to fix a floor pan in that Coronet, but actually on one of his Dodge trucks too. But use some of this stuff. Man, this is some cool stuff. Just squeeze out of the tube and spread it around. Dries rock hard, and then prevents any rust, converts any rust that is currently there, and then gives the metal some additional strength. So I'm going to go through all the seams, go over all the seams with that stuff where I had welded, like I said, just in case there's any porosity or anything like that. And then I got to recreate the lip here. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, how did the factory, since this is all gone, how did the factory run their lip here if this is a contour? So did they bring it in? So I actually did a Google search, found a wheelhouse, and then they actually just had a little indentation here, and this outer edge, then of course you have a nice lip. So what I've been doing is hammer and dollieing with Harbor Freight hammer dolly kit and flattening this out. I still have some more to do, and stretching that a little bit. So this will all be flat. I can make my lip and start sealing it, and then hopefully this wheelhouse will be done after a little more finish work, and we can get a quarter panel on. So I'm going to hammer and dolly this a little bit, make the lip, and I will be back. So I got this trimmed down to approximately where I need it to be to put the quarter on, and you can see I'm recreating the lip here. So what I did was I just cut a it's actually a little more than ½ inch strip to recreate the lip. So I started down here and just kind of started shaping as I was going up, and I tack another point, twist and shape it the way I want it. You can see it's getting this little curve here. So what I'll do is I'll actually dolly this back and kind of form the metal to where I want it to go. It actually started going about that direction, but so it basically had a straight strip of metal that was going out that way. So as I'm going up, I'm twisting the metal a little bit as I'm going up the arch, and up until I reach to the point where I can connect with this lip here, and then I'll just trim that back. But you can see that the metal, like I said, is starting to buckle here a little bit, but as I'm going up, I can shape that back and form the metal to where I want it to go, and then this will flatten out. So it's not taking any, this isn't taking any different shape, and if it does, I just pull it back. But that it started going, like I said, starting with this contour here, or this shape here, it just went straight out, and I got it to that point where now I can actually take and cut this and connect it with the top of my wheelhouse. So then I could just finish this off and ultimately finish it, seal it, and you can see I got the POR 15 up here, and I got to make one little spot right there. But the POR patch is up here, and it should be sealed and ready to go. And then I'll take and once this takes, like, I think 96 hours to completely harden. So I'll do wherever I need to go here, and just to seal everything up. And again, it's for longevity, so I'll take and seal everything up, and then I could just take and finish everything, and then seal on the inner wheelhouse and on the back side of the drop down where I already put the POR 15 down. So and then we can start chipping away at the quarter panel and get that where I need it to go, and hopefully finish this up. I'm just putting little tacks as I go around. Clean this back a little bit. Of course, it wants to bend in another spot. Kind of making the metal do what I want it to do. Seems to be working, so let's keep going on with that. As soon as I fit a dolly that'll find a dolly that'll actually fit. Keep going up the arch here, and then I'll go back here and finalize that. And again, I just keep tweaking the metal a little bit, however I need it to go. Almost there. Take and nip this off, because that's unnecessary. And I'm just eyeballing everything here, so no rhyme or reason to everything I'm doing. It's just kind of eyeballing everything. I got that about where I want it. That didn't even take, that was cool. It's ugly now. Here she is all finished up. I'm going to go through and seal it now. I got this flat, and what I did, rather than hammer and dolly, because I couldn't fit the dolly back there, I actually took a whisk flange tool for doing HVAC ducting, and I just came over here and squished it all the way up, and it worked like a charm. So there she is. I'm going to seal her up and on to the next part. And here she is in all her sealed up glory. Turned out pretty good. So now I'm going to clean off all the weld through primer. For whatever reason, I got crazy spraying that stuff. And I'm going to put a little piece here, weld it there, and clean it, protect it, and put the quarter on. So here we go. Well, here she is. All the welding is done. Patch is made underneath. That's sealed. Everything is sealed. I got to get on the back side. I'm going to paint that on. But the wheelhouse is done. The welding is done. So now I can start putting the quarter panel on and treat the backs. I gotta paint the inside and paint the drop down, paint the wheelhouse, cover it, put a protective coat on there. Don't get this stuff on your finger, by the way. That doesn't come off, that POR stuff. And paint the wheelhouse, paint the drop down. I got to pick up some stuff for that. I have Rust-Oleum rust treatment. Half tempted to do that, but I got to let this stuff cure for, like I said, 96 hours to get nice and hard. And then, yeah, quarter panel, baby. I can finally fill the hole in the quarter panel. It's such a wonderful thing. So stick around. We'll go to that. I was halfway thinking of doing that live, but we'll see how that works out. So keep an eye out for that, and have a good one. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.